Severe flooding has engulfed large portions of northern Thailand following several consecutive days of relentless and intense rainfall. This extreme weather was triggered by the remnants of Tropical Storm Wifa, which first began to affect the region on July 23rd. As the rainfall intensified and persisted through the following days, vast areas became submerged, leading to widespread devastation. As of today, the situation has escalated to an unprecedented level of emergency. The provinces of Nan, Phai Yau, and Chiang Rai have officially been declared as disaster zones by national authorities. According to the Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation, the scale and intensity of this flooding event make it the worst flood to hit the northern region of Thailand in the past 47 years, nearly 5 decades. In Nan province, the impact has been particularly severe. All 15 administrative districts have reported ongoing, active flooding. The Nan River, which is the lifeblood of the province, swelled dramatically and rose to a dangerous height of 14.51 meters in the central Muang district, far exceeding the official danger threshold. Local towns such as Bo Klua, Pua, Mae Charim, and Tawang Pha are now experiencing heavy inundation, with residential neighborhoods and business areas submerged under more than 2 meters of floodwater. The flooding has not only overwhelmed private homes, but has also penetrated critical infrastructure. Government offices are flooded and unable to operate. Numerous schools have closed indefinitely. Religious and cultural landmarks, including the famous Wat Phumin Temple complex, are underwater. In addition, major roads linking Nan to neighboring provinces, such as Uttaradit, Phrae, and even parts of northern Laos through Luang Prabang, are either partially submerged or completely blocked due to landslides and debris. As a result, travel in and out of Nan has become extremely difficult, if not impossible. At least 8 sub-districts have reported total utility outages, including electricity blackouts, disruption of clean water supply, and a complete breakdown of mobile communication networks. Moving to Phai Yau province, around 1,700 households are currently affected by floodwaters in districts such as Dok Kam Thai, Chun, and Chang Muan. The Changom Hospital, which serves as a primary health center for the region, saw water levels rise to approximately 50 centimeters inside the building. Emergency response teams were forced to evacuate patients using military transport vehicles, including amphibious units capable of navigating submerged roadways. Educational operations across 6 districts have been suspended indefinitely, as many school buildings are now inaccessible or flooded. Several small bridges, particularly along Highway 1021, have been washed out by strong currents, causing severe delays in delivering relief supplies and isolating several rural communities from external aid. In Chiang Rai province, emergency flood alerts have been issued for key areas, including the border town of Mae Sai, the riverine city of Chiang Khong, and Wiang Pao. Tributaries of the Kok River, swollen by continuous rainfall, have begun to overflow into urban neighborhoods and commercial centers. In mountainous regions near the Myanmar border, heavy rainfall has triggered landslides, blocking road access and complicating rescue and relief operations. Meanwhile, local dams in Mae Soi and surrounding districts are nearing full capacity. Emergency spillway releases have been announced to prevent dam failure, raising concern about downstream communities. To respond to the disaster, a massive mobilization effort is underway. More than 1,200 trained personnel, including Royal Thai Army forces, civilian defense units, and volunteer rescue teams, have been deployed across the 3 most affected provinces. Air, land, and water transport resources have been fully committed. 12 helicopters are being used for aerial search and rescue operations. 40 military-grade trucks are transporting supplies and personnel, and 80 boats have been launched to reach areas cut off by floodwaters. Emergency coordination centers are now fully operational in Nan City, Phai Yau Town, and Chiang Rai Municipality, serving as command hubs for relief planning, resource allocation, and public communication. Evacuation procedures are ongoing. More than 70 designated evacuation centers have been established in schools, municipal buildings, and sports arenas. These shelters are currently housing thousands of displaced families. Relief teams are distributing essential supplies, including food packs, clean drinking water, warm blankets, hygiene kits, and basic medical supplies. Vulnerable groups such as the elderly, persons with disabilities, pregnant women, and children are receiving prioritized support and medical care. Medical teams from both local and national hospitals are working in coordination to provide emergency treatment and implement disease prevention protocols to avoid outbreaks of waterborne illnesses. Efforts are also being made to stabilize infrastructure and control further flooding. Temporary embankments made of sandbags and barriers have been constructed in low-lying communities to redirect water flow. High-powered water pumps have been installed to drain standing water. Reinforcement work is ongoing along critical riverbanks in Muang Nan and Chiang Kham, where erosion is threatening nearby homes. The Ministry of Transport is overseeing the establishment of temporary detours and planning long-term repairs to damaged roads and bridges. Structural engineers are conducting emergency inspections on bridges, culverts, and retaining walls to ensure public safety. The Thailand Meteorological Department has extended its national weather alert through July 29th. According to the agency's projections, rainfall could exceed 100 millimeters per day in certain areas, especially in mountainous terrain where soil saturation is already high. This raises the risk of flash floods, soil erosion, and landslides. Overflow from rivers and dams also remains a strong possibility. Local authorities have been instructed to maintain round-the-clock monitoring of minor tributaries, irrigation canals, and drainage systems that may overflow without warning. In coastal regions, particularly along the Andaman Sea and the Gulf of Thailand, sea conditions are expected to worsen. Waves between 2.5 to 3 meters in height are anticipated, posing a significant risk to small and medium-sized fishing vessels. Fishermen are strongly advised to remain docked until further notice. Coastal villages have been told to reinforce temporary flood barriers and remain alert for possible storm surges. The flooding has severely impacted Thailand's transportation and logistics network. Over 250 roads across the northern region have been reported as either flooded, destroyed, or blocked by debris and landslides. Several public bus routes, including the major Nan Chiang Rai and Phai Yau Lampang corridors, have been suspended. Rail services between Den Chai Station and Chiang Khong are halted due to track submersion and possible erosion. Domestic flights into Nakhon Airport have experienced delays and rerouting, affecting both passenger traffic and cargo delivery. In more remote areas, the delivery of fuel, food, and medical supplies has become difficult, prompting the implementation of rationing systems in at least 6 rural districts. Economically, the flood has already caused significant damage. Preliminary estimates place the losses at over 850 million Thai baht, or approximately 24 million US dollars. More than 9,000 hectares of agricultural land have been devastated, including rice fields, corn plantations, and fruit orchards, particularly those growing longan, a key crop for local farmers. In addition, hundreds of small businesses in town centers and local markets have been forced to close due to water damage and lack of access. Tourism has also been badly affected. Major tourist destinations, including Wat Phu Min, Phu Lanka National Park, and Wat Analayo, are closed to the public until further notice. Many eco-resorts and lodges, especially in Phai Yau and Nan, are partially or fully flooded. Several tour groups, including foreign visitors, have been stranded and are now being assisted by local tourism offices, which are providing transportation and temporary shelter. The Nan Provincial Tourism Council has issued an urgent appeal to the national government for direct financial aid, emergency tax relief measures for operators, and support for future promotion campaigns to revive the sector once the crisis passes. As of 12 p.m. on July 26, the situation across all affected areas remains critical. Red alert status is still in effect. Residents in low-lying zones, floodplains, or near hillsides are strongly urged to evacuate immediately if waters continue rising or new landslides are reported. Emergency hotlines and communication channels remain fully operational across provinces. Additional medical teams have been deployed to meet the increasing demand for healthcare services and to guard against a surge in water-related diseases, respiratory infections, and sanitation issues. The National Emergency Operations Center is conducting official briefings twice daily, once at 6 a.m. and again at 6 p.m. to provide updated information, coordinate interagency efforts, and issue public advisories. National authorities continue to urge all citizens to remain vigilant, stay informed through official sources, and prepare for further disruptions as the flooding is expected to persist over the coming days. More updates will be provided as the situation develops.